As King Charles's coronation looms, questions swirl around whether or not Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will attend, but the Duke has issued his father with an ultimatum. The monarch's second son has unveiled a series of devastating allegations about Charles and the rest of his family, with the king himself painted as emotionally distant and unable to relate to his son. In an interview with ITV's Tom Bradby, Harry, when asked if he will come to the coronation if invited, said there was a lot that can happen between now and then. He then issued a 6-word ultimatum to the palace, who have declined to comment on the allegations made by the Sussexes across various TV and media appearances, saying, "The ball is in their court." Follow below for live updates. 2 hours ago 01:05 Catherine McPhillips King Charles's coronation should be a spectacle fit for a king and not on the cheap. On Sunday evening, Mark Dolan on GB News held a segment debating whether King Charles should have a budget coronation during a time Britain is facing a cost of living crisis. To talk more about the issue, Conservative MP for Lincoln, Carl McCartney, explained why he believed the coronation should be a spectacle fit for a king. 3 hours ago 00:10 Catherine McPhillips Zaratindel's ruthless put-down in chat to Prince Harry at Princess Eugenie's wedding. A lip reader has claimed to uncover a brutal comment made by Zaratindel to Prince Harry in which she ruthlessly insulted his wedding. Despite the claims made in Harry's new book, the royal family are typically known to be a close-knit bunch, open to amusing jibes and criticism, but the comment allegedly made by Ms. Tyndall during Princess Eugenie's wedding may have overstepped the line. According to the Mirror, a lip reader has analyzed a moment at which Eugenie's cousin turned to Harry and Meghan to compare their wedding with the one they were attending in 2018. Princess Eugenie's wedding to Jack Brooksbank took place at the same location as that of Prince Harry and Meghan, in St George's Chapel in Windsor. 4 hours ago 23:11 Catherine McPhillips Sophie and Edward face titled dilemma for Lady Louise and James as they fear for children. Prince Edward and Sophie Wessex's children are unlikely to take on HRH titles as the couple tries to raise Lady Louise and James, Viscount Severn, as normally as possible. In fact, royal experts point out that the Wessexes have adopted this approach right from the outset. Royal historian Dr. Anna Whitelock said, "It was another example of them wanting to do things in a non-royal way, to have normal deliveries, normal births within the NHS. In a sense that marked out the beginning of how they wanted to bring up their children." 4 hours ago 22:50 Thebos Pirlit another Prince Harry story in Spare debunked as it's labelled complete fantasy. Prince Harry's claims about his journey in the military have been dismissed by an army instructor, an ex-sergeant told Sunday Mirror. The Duke of Sussex detailed a dramatic account of a suicide training flight in his memoir, Spare. In his autobiography, he claimed that an army instructor deliberately stalled their Slingsby T-67 Firefly propeller plane without warning. However, ex-Sergeant Major Michael Booley claimed that every detail of training flights is discussed beforehand. Read the full story. 5 hours ago 22:00 Thebos Pirlit Ghislaine Maxwell claims infamous Prince Andrew photo is fake and has no memory of it. Convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell claims the infamous photo of her with Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre is not real. The 61-year-old, appearing on TV tomorrow in an interview from her Florida prison cell, says she has no memory of the Duke meeting Ms. Giuffre. In the full interview, the disgraced socialite is expected to discuss her relationship with members of the royal family and pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Maxwell, 61, is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence after being found guilty last year of luring young women and girls to Epstein, who molested them. Read the full story 6 hours ago. 21:10 The bowsprit Sarah Ferguson uses Queen's quote in emotional tribute to Lisa Marie Presley at memorial. Sarah Ferguson has paid tribute to her friend Lisa Marie Presley using an iconic line from the Queen that grief is the price that we pay for love as she addressed mourners outside the famous estate of Graceland. The Duchess of York said it was a great honor, as she stood delivering a speech today in memory of Elva's only child outside the Presley family home in Memphis, Tennessee. The 63-year-old told a packed audience how she and Lisa Marie knew each other by the endearing nickname Sissy and that she had been with some people in the crowd all their lives. Paying tribute, Sarah said, "Sissy, this is for you, with affection. My late mother-in-law used to say that nothing can be said, can take away the anguish and the pain of these moments, because grief is the price that we pay for love," and how right she was. Read the full story 7 hours ago. 20:20 The bowsprit Prince Andrew could face coronation snub as royals aim to avoid legal shenanigans. The Duke of York will likely join Meghan Markle and Prince Harry on the list of royals who will be refused entry to the King's coronation in May, it has been claimed, after reports claimed he is bracing for a new legal battle in the US. Prince Andrew is reportedly plotting to overturn the multi-million-pound settlement reached with a woman who accused him of sexual assault several years ago, and even force an apology, reports say. The Duke of York lost his HRH title in January of last year after Virginia Giuffre, a victim of late millionaire Jeffrey Epstein, accused him of sexual abuse. The Duke is now hoping to reopen the case in a bid to get his titles back. Read the full story here. 8 hours ago. 19:25 The bowsprit King Charles won't be our king for very long due to bad timing, astrologer claims. 2 astrologers predicted different outcomes for Charles following his coronation. One psychic claimed the monarch will enjoy a long reign, while another predicted trouble for the royal family on the horizon. Celebrity psychic Jasmine Anderson explained that the alignment of the planets at the time of Charles' coronation helps one to determine the monarch's future. She said, "Right off the bat I am not seeing King Charles being our king for very long. To begin with, the date of his coronation is May 6, and we will be in Mercury retrograde." Read the full story 9 hours ago. 18:35 The bowsprit royal family's survival in peril as King Charles fails to emulate Mother Queen Elizabeth. King Charles could be the last monarch to reign over the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, according to anti-monarchy activists. Since Queen Elizabeth's death, questions have hanged over Charles' ability to preserve the monarchy after Her Majesty's reign of over 70 years. According to YouGov polls, the proportion of British people who say they're proud of the British monarchy has fallen since the Queen's death in September from 55% to 43% in January. Graham Smith, anti-monarchy activist and Republic spokesperson, believes falling popular support for the royal family means Charles is failing to honor his mother's legacy. Read the full story here. 10 hours ago. 17:40 The bowsprit Princess Kate lets slip previously unknown morning ritual with Charlotte, George and Louis. Princess Kate has revealed the latest ritual she shares with her 3 children every morning before heading to school. The Prince of Wales had already confessed that he and his family of 4 have a full-on kitchen dance party to one of the children's favorite songs, Shakira's Waka Waka hit from 2010. In one of her latest public engagements, the mother of 3 revealed that she uses a trampoline to stay fit with her children. Prince George, 9, Princess Charlotte, 7, and Prince Louis, 4. Princess Kate is well known for her rigorous exercise regime, which includes everything from running to tennis, and during a recent engagement, she revealed a previously unknown activity. Read the full story 11 hours ago. 16:45 Thibaut Spirit. Harry and Meghan urged by Netflix to make at-home reality series after success of Spare. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reportedly being urged by Netflix bosses to film an at-home reality-style series following the success of the Duke of Sussex's bombshell book, Spare. In September 2020, it was revealed the couple would be creating a host of content for the streaming giant in a deal it was claimed worth tens of millions of pounds. Executives at Netflix have raised eyebrows about the volume of personal and family bombshells in the prince's memoir compared to the couple's recent documentary series, according to a company source cited by The Sun. This has led management to ramp up interest in a fly-on-the-wall style show that could be filmed at Harry and Meghan's mansion in Montecito, the LA-based consultant has claimed. Read the full story here. 11 hours ago. 15:50 Thibaut Spirit. Denise Welch fumes as Meghan's blamed for Piers Morgan and Jeremy Clarkson being sacked. Denise Welch, who has been a vocal supporter of Meghan Markle, slammed claims the Duchess of Sussex was to blame for Piers Morgan's exit from Good Morning Britain. Following the recent furor over Jeremy Clarkson's column, where he said he hated the Suits actress on a cellular level, has also sparked reports his future with Amazon and ITV hangs in the balance. The Loose Women panelist, 64, took to Twitter on Saturday and vented her frustrations after she shared a clip from the Spike podcast, with Tom Slater and Fraser Myers. Read the full story here. 12 hours ago. 15:05 Thibaut Spirit. Good afternoon from London. I'm Thibaut Spirit, and I'll be bringing you all the latest developments on the royal family. 13 hours ago. 14:41 Charles Harrison. Prince Harry tipped for balcony snub. Despite Charles' hopes for inclusive coronation, Prince Harry is unlikely to be part of the historic balcony appearance alongside other royals at King Charles' coronation, a palace insider has claimed, despite plans for an inclusive ceremony. The three-day event planned for Saturday, May 6 to Monday, May 8 will be similar in scale to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee weekend last June. In the last 24 hours, accounts from palace insiders have indicated the Duke of Sussex is unlikely to appear on the balcony, while another told The Telegraph the overall ceremony needs to be inclusive. Charles and Camilla will be crowned King and Queen Consort during a service at Westminster Abbey on a Saturday morning, followed by a procession to Buckingham Palace where they will appear on the balcony with family members. Buckingham Palace said, after the coronation service, Their Majesties will return to Buckingham Palace in a larger ceremonial procession, known as the Coronation Procession. The two royals will be joined in this procession by other members of the royal family. Buckingham Palace, the King and the Queen Consort, accompanied by members of the royal family, will appear on the balcony to conclude the day's ceremonial events. Read the full story here. 14 hours ago. 13:42 Charles Harrison. William recoiled when Meghan went to hug him. Maybe he expected her to curtsy. Harry. The Duke explains how Meghan had already met the Queen, Prince Andrew, the Duchess of York, and Princess Eugenie and her future husband Jack Brooksbank. But he was most nervous about her meeting his older sibling at his Kensington Palace flat in 2016. When his brother answered the door, rather than appearing to be relaxed, Harry says William was a bit dressed up in smart trousers and a shirt. He explains, I introduced Meg, who leaned in and gave him a hug, which completely freaked him out. he recoiled. Harry continues that his brother wouldn't normally hug somebody he didn't know, while it was Meghan's normal way of greeting strangers. He adds, maybe Willie expected Meg to curtsy? It would have been protocol when meeting a member of the royal family for the first time, but she didn't know and I didn't tell her. Read the full story here. 15 hours ago. 12:31 Charles Harrison King and Queen break cover after coronation plans tip to snub Harry and Meghan. King Charles and Camilla have been spotted arriving at Sandringham's church shortly after the details for the monarch's coronation were revealed. The couple are attending a service at St Mary Magdalene Church, and could be seen shaking hands with the vicar. The king appeared deep in thought as they stepped out into the cold wintry air, his brows furrowed as rumors swirl regarding whether his son, Prince Harry, will be invited to attend his coronation. It is currently thought that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are unlikely to attend the ceremony, particularly concerning the historic balcony appearance timetabled for shortly after the coronation itself. Details for the king's upcoming coronation have been revealed, with Camilla tipped to play a central role in the proceedings, which will also see her coronated as queen. Read the full story here. 16 hours ago. 11:27 Charles Harrison, Princess Anne and Princess Margaret both redefined tradition with their wedding style. Royal weddings are extremely exciting for fans, especially when it comes to the big reveal of the bridal dress. Many royal brides have broken tradition when it comes to their dress. The 21st century has seen two major royal weddings, with Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle, both 41. But in the 20th century, there were plenty of royal weddings, including those of the late Queen, Princess Diana, Princess Anne, and the late Princess Margaret. Wedding dressmaker Cynthia Grafton Holt spoke exclusively to Express.co.uk to explain what the traditions are for choosing royal bridal gowns, and which princesses broke these protocols. She said, one of the first things you may have observed when looking back at the bridal fashion of key royal weddings, is that the tradition of choosing to wear timeless classics nearly always exists. A few royal women have opted to redefine that tradition with, according to royal watchers, an overly simple style of dress. One or two examples that spring to mind is Princess Margaret and Princess Anne. Read the full story here. 16 hours ago. 10:52 Charles Harrison, Prince Harry roared at Meghan's Christmas present before throwing it in the bin. Prince Harry has recalled how he roared with laughter after receiving a thoughtful Christmas gift from Meghan Markle. The Duke of Sussex, 38, revealed how wife Meghan, 41, spotted an ornament featuring his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, while shopping ahead of their first Christmas in the US. It is one of many sweet details about their relationship and life as a family of four in California. The present didn't last long, because Archie soon pulled the decoration from their Christmas tree, causing it to break. Detailing the story in his memoir Spare, Harry said Meghan had noticed the festive ornament while in a local shop and thought he would like it. He said he did like it and roared with laughter, later placing it on the tree at Archie's eye level. This meant it was soon in the bin because the curious toddler yanked it free, leaving Harry feeling weird about the whole thing. Read the full story here. 17 hours ago. 10:34 Charles Harrison, Harry and Meghan's new Range Rover spotted despite pledge to be net zero by 2030. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's security personnel have been spotted in a new £119,000 Range Rover autobiography. The new vehicle comes after it has been revealed that Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, has sold almost 500,000 physical copies in Britain, making it the fastest-selling non-fiction book of all time. This week, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's security were seen driving around California in the car before filling up the gas tank. However, the car's CO2 emissions are 207 grams/km, which is reportedly more than double the recommended levels in California of 95 grams/km. California's environmental rules also state that vehicles should be 54.5 miles to the gallon by next year, but the car falls short of this goal by almost 20 miles per gallon. The news may come as a surprise to the environmentally aware royals, who have pledged they will reach net zero carbon emissions by 2030. Read the full story here. 18 hours ago. 09:40 Charles Harrison. Prince Andrew now considering legal options against Virginia Giuffre. Prince Andrew paid a settlement out of court to Virginia Giuffre last year which reportedly amounted to millions of pounds. Ms. Giuffre, whose maiden name is Roberts, said she was the victim of sex trafficking and sexual abuse by Jeffrey Epstein and also alleged that the Duke of York sexually assaulted her as well when she was 17 years old. Sources who have spoken to both The Sun and the Mail on Sunday have claimed that Prince Andrew is in contact with his lawyers Andrew Brettler and Blair Burke to try and get Ms. Giuffre to retract her allegations. It appears Prince Andrew may attempt to secure an apology from Ms. Giuffre in an attempt to return to royal duties, which he stepped down from in 2019 amid public scrutiny of his relationship with Epstein. Sources have revealed that Prince Andrew always wished to fight the allegations in court but was bounced into agreeing to a settlement by Buckingham Palace over fears that the Duke of York's negative publicity would put a strain on Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee. Read the full story here. 18 hours ago. 09:11 Charles Harrison. Prince Harry's army instructor staggered after inaccurate account. Prince Harry's account of a suicide training flight in Memoirsphere has been disputed by the man sitting beside him on the plane. The Duke, 38, claimed that an army sergeant intentionally stalled their Slingsby T-67 Firefly plane with no warning as part of his training, but the very same instructor told the Sunday Mirror he was staggered by this claim. Ex-Sergeant Major Michael Booley insisted that every single aspect of the flight would have been explained to the sortie beforehand. However, Mr. Booley added, he was an exceptional student, very talented indeed. He is a friend and a man I respect immensely who would always have my ear. Read the full story here. 19 hours ago. 08:19 Charles Harrison. Charles wants his coronation to unite Britain, but Harry's being lined up for US TV. Earl Charles is said to view the 3 days of events, details of which were unveiled on Saturday, as an opportunity to bring joy and respite from the austerity gripping Britain. A Buckingham Palace source said, His Majesty understands people are going through some very tough times and wants to do what he can to lift the nation. He knows people are struggling and wants them to get involved and to celebrate in their own way. It is understood the monarch, 74, is keen for his younger son Harry to be on the guest list, but it is still not clear whether this will be possible. But 2 major US TV networks are said to be trying to lure Harry away with a megabucks deal to host their coverage of the event. They are preparing multi-million-dollar offers for him to join their commentary teams if he decides not to attend the coronation, according to highly placed studio sources. Read the full story here. 19 hours ago. 08:02 Charles Harrison. Good morning from London. I'm Charles Harrison and I'll be bringing you the latest updates from the royal family today.